there. It fits like a charm. Of course that means Chief Gant willingly and knowingly hid a piece of his jar in the safe. In other words, he concealed a piece of evidence from the SL9 incident.
But why?
Hey guys, get a load of this. What is it? That piece you just attached. It's different from the others.
There's a reddish line on it.
A reddish line? That's blood. I don't get it. Why would Chief Gant hide this in his safe? Unstable jar updated in the court record.
Evidence from the SL9 incident. Final fragment found in Chief Gant's safe. Blood traces.
Doesn't look like English or Japanese, you know? Just looks like a line and a point. It doesn't look like splatter. Well, the rest does, but that part...
Yeah, it doesn't look like anything to me.
Doesn't look like anything. Like the rest is splatter, but yeah. It's hard to make out, but there's a dark red stain here. Could it be like something was obscuring it and then part of it is revealed? Or it was text, but part of it's gone? If we connect some of those dots. EA Sports, it's in the game.
Oh my god. John Madden?
That's right, pal. That was me. Boom! Never saw it coming. That's a lot of blood.
This piece the chief has is different, though. The bloodstains on the other pieces are just spots. But this one's a line.
That's odd. Yeah, it really is. There's still a hole in the bottom.
This thing doesn't have a bottom. Wonder which side is up?
Same one. Okay. Hey. It's not looking good. And then the other thing.
Oh, we don't have a piece of cloth?
The cloth, we can't hold the evidence until we connect it to the case.
Okay.
He's keeping it from us. I can't believe Officer Marshall would do something like that.
You know Officer Marshall?
Of course I do. He was like a mentor to me. When I first started out, he even gave me a small cactus.
Really?
He said, Dick, she'll listen to all your troubles.
Note to self, Detective Gumshoe talks to a cactus.
Hard to believe he's just a patrolman now. Someone ought to trade places with him, huh? What? Why are you looking at me like that? If I'm fired, I won't be able to give you any information. So that's why I have to get it all up on my system now. You understand, don't you?
Don't be so negative, Detective. We do want you to share your information, though.
Oh, who am I fooling? I never have anything useful to share to begin with.
Got to stay positive.
Okay. Well, I guess we're not gonna connect that maybe just yet. But that is suspicious fabric. The chief's organ sure is a sight to behold.
Occasionally we hear him playing it from the Criminal Affairs Department.
Don't mind the cleaning lady that's currently playing it right now. That's on the 2nd floor, and this is the 15th floor of an entirely different building.
When a detective screws up, the chief calls him into his office, and he makes him listen to the organ for hours.
What's so bad about that? Music soothes the soul.
After that, the detective can't hear anything for days except the ringing in their ears.
So it's an instrument of punishment, literally.
But aren't the chief's ears affected?
He never listens to anyone anyway.
That's besides the point. Is he deaf? Is he putting noise canceling in his ears?
Damn.
Slide to the left.
Maybe he's a lip reader.
Look at that giant window. Makes you want to crash through and jump outside, huh?
This is the 15th floor, man. Dickie, you okay?
I know. I was just saying.
Saying what?
Ever since making detective,
I always dreamed about doing something like that. Oh. For cool movie cop reasons. Running from chasing the bad guy, jumping out the window, right?
Okay.
That's what you mean?
Note to self, Detective Gumshoe has a lot of dreams.
As long as he doesn't go crashing through that window. When he gets fired.
Don't say that! Phoenix! Whoa!
Yeah.
I'll fucking kill myself!
No, he's
You
thinking...
bitch.
Yes, no, he's thinking of it in the other guy's kind of way. You know, you thinking what I'm thinking? Yeah. Woo!
Aim for the bushes? There goes my hero!
As opposed to a, I don't know, Paprika, Paranoia Agent kind of way. Yeah. Yeah, alright.
Yeah, by the way, when that scene happens in the movie, I don't know what happens in the next 2 minutes. I was dying. When they jumped off the building?
That's the only scene I know. That's all I know. I literally don't even, I don't know the rest.
Okay, yeah. I saw the movie.
I've just seen that, and I know. I've been annihilated by just that scene. I hear it's really good. These shelves are mostly empty. Lana must have cleaned them out when she transferred over to the prosecutor's office. Small picture frame on the left shelf.
Hey, this is when Lana and I went to that theme park.
Let me try to get comfortable here. Hold on a second.
Ah, wireless.
Wireless power. That's really, really tidy for an untouched desk with evidence on it. It's being swept. This was Lana's desk. It sure is tidy.
Lana's always been a meticulous cleaner.
There's not even any dust on it. It looks like someone's still keeping it clean. Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. Yeah. Does Lana ever come back here?
Nope. Chief Gant must still keep it clean in memory of their partnership. They were the stuff legends are made of, huh?
Does he keep it in memory of her or in memory of the crime?
This was taken on that day, 2 years ago.
The day Joe Dark ran out of the questioning room and tried to kill Emma.
After receiving his award trophy, Mr. Marshall took a picture here. And then went along with Chief Gant to question Doc. I bet he never knew he'd be dead just a few hours later.
Gee, you think? Okay. So this photo is taken, and the placement of this tells us where the blood splattered. So this is a china desk right here.
The pagoda.
And there's the pagoda right over here.
And the armor.
Exactly. And then we have a little bit of a black, like a wall or a corner right there. And then we have the armor statue. So this statue...
is in front of a window.
Which means that the crime actually took place on the other side of the room, over here. And this is where the blood splattered. Now, how and why the fuck would the blood splatter on Gant's side of the room if the murder and the body were found over on the opposite side of the room where Lana's desk is? Face down, no less. Right? And that piece of broken fucking thing doesn't even matter for the pattern yet. But what we do get from it is that blood splattered all the way from that side of the room, fucking field goal distance, onto this, and then this got knocked over in the struggle and broke because a force push failed.
Huh.
So that in and of itself.
Yeah.
Right? Done and done.
Blood splatter like that, you know. Takeshi Miike would be impressed. It's all over the room. Fucking Rodriguez movie.
Hit an artery. Alright. The relevance of that is clear. And check the window.
You can see pretty far from 15 stories up. If you were to drop that suit of armor from here...
At first, the chief wanted to use the stained glass for this window.
Really? Why didn't he?
They say he changed his mind because he wouldn't be able to see the view.
Oh.
Stained glass or not, it's a huge window. Yeah. And both of them activate a wall bounce. Right? That's clearly the system. We're using bound and bounce. You get one per combo. Well, to draw the connection, okay, let's see. What would make you... We talked about the suit. So maybe this? No. Alright, the handprint on the fabric. Detective Gumshoe, I'd like you to have a look at this.
Hey, I know what that is. So you want to take some fingerprints?
That's a great idea, detective.
All right, go to town. Sheesh.
What are you doing? Why are you sticking out your hand like that?
Go ahead. Take my fingerprints, huh?
It's not your fingerprints we want to take.
Huh?
Come on, this isn't the time for jokes. We're talking about that cloth we found in the safe.
Oh, I knew that. The one with the handprint on it, right? Sheesh. Where's your sense of humor, huh?
Uh-huh. Sure. Okay, Mr. Wright, let's check for prints. Sprinkle the powder on the cloth. Then, once they've been absorbed into the prints, blow the rest away.
If we're gonna not keep the evidence, but we're tainting the fuck out of it, why not just keep it? Okay, make sure to put it back where you found it after dousing it in powder and spray. What are you, my mom? I don't have to be told a million times. Alright, let's get this over with. Okay. You click on the specific area and then it brings you over here. Yeah. Cake that shit.
Yeah. Alright, that's a lot of powder, Mr. Wright.
Don't tell me how to do my job when I'm already doing it.
You just have one bottle, sir.
Emma, did you or did you not entrust this bottle to me?
Go towards the light, Mr. Wright. Whew.
There we go.
Make sure you get every pixel.
Now let me just get this leaf blower.
Oh, my eyes.
Even the white of over here is like darker. Give it my best shot.
That kind of result won't be any good for matching prints, will it?
But it doesn't look like we'll get a clearer result from this print.
Okay, let's try a different finger then.
Everything was working.
Did you have a reason for selecting the fifth finger and then the fourth finger?
No?
No? Just went for random fingers?
We can match the fingers that are in the evidence in my profile.
Yeah. If I was an investigator, I would go for like, you know, index or middle or thumb first and not the last two.
Well, I'm also in the none of this is going to a screen where I thought it would. So
Yeah.
I was also pixel hunting which part of the fabric would lead to the next screen. And I'm still thinking that way. Give it my best shot.
That kind of result won't be any good for matching prints, will it?
Doesn't look like we got a clear result. Okay, let's try a different finger then. Alright. Can't click too low on the screen, otherwise we hit the
back button.
the buttons over here. Nope. Thumb ain't good.
Alright. Now we're getting to the good fingers. Ah! Index.
I mean, it's not worthless information. We can still keep a profile, but we do have... Do we still have that book of matching prints on us? Or is that just only coming out?
Oh, maybe just when
context.
you're- in context. I
We
guess.
had a register in the case.
Yeah. Ooh,
Nope. Index, no good.
all blurred and stuff. Only one left. The finger with attitude.
Well, the ring finger can also give attitude if you're doing a Sufi. Do you remember the Sufi?
A Sufi?
The super finger?
No. Is that some grade school shit?
Dane Cook. Dane Cook invented the Sufi. When given one finger ain't enough.
Okay. Alright, thanks, Dan. God, nothing good ever came out of Dane Cook's career. Anyway, now that's a very, very nice looking print.
Ah, here's the profile. No? Oh. How can this be?
What?
What are Emma's fingerprints doing here?
Hey, you found a match? Whose fingerprints were they? Huh?
Huh? Ahem. Yeah, these prints are way too old. They're not clear enough to get a match. I don't know.
Oh, that's too bad. I thought they'd be Dark's prints.
Psst. Hey, you. Over here.
Where are you guys going?
Hey, don't worry about it, sweetheart. Why don't you play with the knight's armor over there, huh? It makes a weird sound when you knock on it.
Oh, okay.
I think I see some crazy... Oh, what's that outside? What's going on here, huh?
Gong,
What's that kid's prints doing on the inside of the chief's safe?
gong,
Don't
gong.
ask me. Let's just keep this information from Emma from now. Hey.
Hey, Mr.
Here.
Wright!
Maybe you should hold on to this. Well, was I any help? Of course. Thanks to your ID card, we were able to get some hard evidence. Now that's not very kind, is it? In other words, if it wasn't for his ID card, he would have been useless. Isn't that right? You in the coat! Gigant! We didn't think you'd be back so soon. Fortunately, I'm a man who believes in signs. As I was walking by to my meeting, I happened to look out a window and I saw a stray dog run right into a pole. Just then I thought of a certain detective. Do you mean me, sir? Now then, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you all to leave.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Oh, you in the coat. It's me, sir. Drop off your ID on the way out. You won't be needing it anymore. But, sir... Now get out! Yes, sir. We'll be on our way then. 2. Wait. You. The one without the spiky hair.
Huh?
Don't go yet.
Me, sir?
I'd like a word with you.
But, sir, I'm not a licensed scientific
You
investigator
with the
yet.
spiky hair. You're free to go.
Mr. Wright!
Off you go then. Tut tut. Look, pal. If I told you once, I told you 1,000 times. The chief's office is off limits. But no, you just had to go sneaking in there like that, didn't you? I thought you said you didn't care anymore if you were fired. Yeah, but if I knew it'd be like this, I never would have said it. Now that the evidence I've seen of Chief Gant was hiding in his office, I think I'm finally starting to get the picture. But why has she kept eerily silent about this all this time? Anyway, you listening to me, I'm gonna try to smooth things over with the chief again. Later, pal. After that, I heard from Emma. She said the police wanted to ask her some questions, so she'll be busy for the rest of the day.
February 24th, Detention Center, Visitor's Room.
I see. So the chief asked Emma to come in for questioning. It's no use thinking about it. Tomorrow's the final day in court. I've committed to doing everything I can to defend you, which is why I'm here. But I've already told you all I can. What you've told me over these past couple days is absolutely nothing. Not a single useful thing. Really. I believe I did mention something quite important. Something I told you right at the beginning. I said that I was the one who stabbed Detective Goodman. You know, I think I've finally figured it out. I know who it is that's lurking behind your words. Mia did a good job mentoring you. I'm rather jealous. It seems Edgeworth was right. Edgeworth? Once you're convinced you know something, no one can persuade you otherwise. Thick-headed is the term he used, I believe. Now's my chance to get her to tell me the rest of the story.
Thick-headed.
I have to admit, I was more than a little perplexed at first. You insisted that you did it, yet there was no incriminating evidence. That's when it hit me. It's not that you were unwilling to tell the truth. It's that you're incapable of doing so because of a certain individual. What an intriguing notion. A certain individual, you say. So you think I'm protecting this person? Protecting? No, I think afraid of is more like it. If I'm not mistaken, the person in question may have persuaded you to silence. For argument's sake, Mr. Wright, who, may I ask, is this person you're speaking of? The one I'm supposedly so frightened of. What's this person's name? Well, speak of the fucking systems I was just describing. Wellness guy? Mr. Wright. You are addressing the chief prosecutor. Do not forget your place. I take it she's still not ready to spill the beans. My apologies.
She turned around because she was super scared you would say Meekins. It's like, oh! No, Mr. Wright.
Usual suspects. Kaiser Sose. Could you please tell me a bit more about what you think you know? Damon Gant. That warrants a safe. And remember, she spun on a rotating stool.
Right.
We were partners until 2 years ago. I respected him as a detective. Assuming he is respectable. Then tell me something. Why would he try to hide his crimes? His crimes? Both you and Edgeworth will be brought before a board of inquiry for what you did. Specifically, hiding and forging evidence. Of course, these are serious offenses. Why is it, though, that Chief Gant's name was never mentioned? Chief Gant? Edgeworth didn't know the truth behind the forgery. The only party who could have possibly tampered with evidence was me. I had access because I was the second in command of that investigation. Yes, you, but also one other. Damon Gant. If you intend to accuse Chief Gant, you'll need more than just words. Show me proof that Chief Gant falsified evidence in that case. Well...
More than words.
Would it be the ID card record of him entering the room before everybody else, or would be him be hiding the list that we have piece of over here?
Yeah, I feel like there's a few angles there.
This is SL9 related. This is the current case. So the current case is more direct in answer to what she's describing. Solving SL9 is background to what we're currently doing, so I think this is relevant right now. You want proof of the chief's wrongdoings? Here it is. That evidence proves someone is doing something wrong, all right. But it's not the chief. Who would that be? Why, you, of course. Me? Yes. You seriously believe what you're saying, don't you? Now that's scary. You seem to have the makings of a criminal in you, with all your fallacious accusations. Care to spend tonight in the cell next to mine? If you ask me, you're the scary one.
Yeah, I didn't follow there.
Well, simple. There's the SL9 case happening from the past, and then there's the current murder case of Goodman happening in the present, which she's accused of that we're trying to defend. The ID card showing 777, which we've just confirmed to be him, led to evidence of him hiding things. So knowing that he entered is a suspicious thing that we can bring up that is relevant to the current case, as opposed to SL9, which happened in the past.
Okay.
In that
Is
case,
there something that links both cases?
I would probably now go to the hidden evidence from SL9, since that first one didn't work. But if you're just in terms of walking through why I selected that, I did so because I thought it was relevant to this.
Okay.
Right? In that case, if we're not talking about Goodman, then it would be what we just found over here, then.
Yeah, I thought it would be SL9. So the previous thing, okay, I see.
And it was wrong.
And when I said when I said multiple paths, like maybe this,
that's my second
even
point.
The vase, because it was in the evidence room and the piece was in a safe.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I didn't go to that list before. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
well, I'm just
one
walking.
or the other.
Yeah, I'm walking to why I picked that one. I just found this in a safe at the chief's office. This jar piece and this piece of cloth. Do you know what these are? They're pieces of evidence from the SL9 incident. The person concealing evidence was none other than Chief Gant himself. Now tell me, why are you taking all the blame for him?
You desk slammed on her, Phoenix?
Touché, Mr. Wright. It's as you surmised. I cannot disobey the Chief's orders, even if it means being found guilty for murder. Why not? Come now, Mr. Wright. You can't possibly expect me to be able to tell you that. 3 days ago, I had no choice but to cooperate in the murder of Detective Goodman. Or perhaps I should say, follow orders. Yes, that's more accurate than cooperate. Though I can't tell you the details, I can say that I was given an order that day. I need you to dispose of Bruce Goodman's body. You'll find it inside the trunk of Miles Edgeworth's car. It's just as I suspected. Despite what everyone believes, you were not the one who murdered Detective Goodman. Correct. I was trying to take the body out of Edgeworth's car. The trunk's lock was broken, and I discovered that murder weapon while inspecting the body. A murder weapon? You mean Edgeworth's knife? No. When I found the body, this was the knife stuck in it. The knife from the SL9 incident. Serial killer Joe Dark's knife. I couldn't leave that knife in him, so I took it out and stabbed him with another knife. Oh my god.
Not great, Lana.
Okay. Well, now we're desecrating a corpse in addition to being part of the conspiracy as well. Yeah. No. That would be Edgeworth's knife? What if, by some insane miracle, he was still alive and that was the killing blow? You know?
Yo, that's crazy.
That's what I'm saying, man. You can't be. That's really hard to defend. It's not indefensible, but it's hard to defendable. You know? That is intent. That is straight up. And a dumb judge is our best bet. Somewhere, that's you. That's right. Even though he was already dead, my hands were shaking at the thought of stabbing him. That's why I ended up cutting my hand. And that's the reason for the bandage on your right hand. Yes, it seems that I got blood on the victim's shoes as well. And then she saw me as I plunged the knife in. She actually saw it. And there was the photo. Oh my god, this is absolute clown shoes, dude. This is fucking clown shoes.
Not lying.
Oh, you're stupid, but you did see some shit. And then you ran 5 minutes across the fucking entire underground Disney World complex to make it to the actual other side in parking lot B.
Well then. Cough Up Queen was not lying.
Bro, just get me my pink sweater with the P on it and my mask now. I think I'll be hanging out on the couch for a couple years, thanks. I'm good. We're out. Miss Star, huh? Why did you need to hide Dark's knife so badly? Yeah, you were told to dispose of the body, but then you took some extra steps. It took a lot of work to finally close the Dark case 2 years ago. It was over with. I didn't ever want it to be opened again. My intent was to prevent that. By whatever means possible. So, you hid Dark's knife. The weapon used to stab the detective was the evidence in the Joe Dark case. If word got out, which it would, that the reporters would have a field day with that. So you wrapped the knife in your scarf and hid it in Edgeworth's exhaust pipe. Right. Then I called my sister to tell her what had happened and to ask her to hide the knife that was inside my muffler. Hey, cardboard officer back there, you hearing all this shit? Okay, Emma, you're not being forthright. And that's understandable, because your siblings' lives are on the line. Same for Lana. You were told to hide the body, and seeing the evidence, you decided to hide it of your own volition, so that the reports wouldn't get out. You asked Emma. I didn't want anyone on the force to know about this. Well, the entire team found out, actually. The whole crew. Even the boyfriends. That would explain why Emma was so confident about Lana's innocence. Speaking of phone calls, I had a bad feeling about one of them that day. A bad feeling. The truth is, after I received those orders from Chief Kent, the first thing I did was make a phone call. A phone call to Patrolman Jake Marshall.
Oh.
To Marshall? Why on earth would you call him? The lead investigator for the SL9 incident had been murdered. I wanted that fact to be kept hidden, and I needed help. He's the only other person I could trust. Or at least I thought I could trust him at the time. However, it seemed that after I spoke to him, he went off on an escapade of his own. Oh! You mean... Not wanting the case to die, he decided to take things into his own hands. He disguised himself as Detective Goodman and tried to steal the evidence. He had already stolen the ID card, but it seems he still hadn't made up his mind to break into the evidence room. After my phone call, any remaining doubts he had must have disappeared. So your phone call caused the incident in the evidence room? Oh. I'm afraid that's all I can tell you.
Oh, yeah, okay, alright. Like, almost the whole thing.
Why not the whole thing, Lana?
Because we need something crazy to go down at the end of the courtroom trial.
I see.
But Lana, you've earned my respect, Mr. Wright, both as a defense attorney and an investigator.
I'm only paid for one.
Right. Overtime, no less. Being completely ignored.
Now please, don't pursue this any further in court tomorrow. Tomorrow's trial. There's only one way to drive off Lana's demons. I've got to get to the bottom of everything. Detective Goodman's real murderer. What went down in the chief's office 2 years ago?
Whew.
God damn.
What a cliffhanger.
Well, the problem, at least, you know what? I don't know, because I don't know anything. But in my not lawyer brain, and remember, I anal, right? I am not a lawyer.
I did not know about
When
that.
you're writing, when someone's asking for legal advice on like online, and you're replying like with like, you know, like the subreddits or so, you write I anal to say I am not a lawyer. I am not your lawyer. This is not legal representation. Please do not assume this is advice from a client's perspective. You know?
Okay. Wow, quite the acronym.
Yes. But all that preamble, I feel like this is bad enough with her involvement, co-conspiracy, and blackmail, etc., that like you probably don't get off the hook. But I don't know if there's degrees in this case that, you know, like unless you can go like, oh, well, you're fully blackmailed because obviously your sister's being held as collateral here or so. But we've seen cases that have happened in this very province where people that were much more involved with much more intent displayed got off by passing the buck up the food chain.
Okay.
Right? So in this instance, if it's bad enough and their hands are tied enough, then like it's like, yeah, she had no choice. But it feels really bad.
Yeah. Not great.
It feels really bad right now, you know? So, yeah. All right.